Hi, it's Jan from FVC, and in this video, I want to show you how you can easily create and manage your test results in FunTEST. In the previous video, we created a test sequence that performs measurement sequence, verifying that our test article worked as expected. We also want to save all the test results in an organized way so we can review and gain valuable insight into how our testing. FunTEST offers a variety of ways to create test reports, upload them to a database. But in this video, we'll cover the two most common ones, where one, it's creating a detailed test report from a run and exporting into either a CSV or PDF format, and then also collecting overall test station statistics. So uploading results from each test into a one file where we can see any trends in our testing and gain valuable insight into our test throughput and etc. So first, we will look into how to create a detailed test report from each run. The easiest way to create a detailed test report from each run is to simply create another tab called report, where I can define how I want to format my test report. So here I have pre-prepared a header with a logo, some general information about the test, when it was performed, user, test file, and serial number. And I'll show you how you can populate this with test results from each run. Just here. And to do this, you can simply refer to the cells from the test file where we develop our test sequence for. So I will name the test steps, and I will refer the pass fail of the test step, and then I can just simply drag and drop the remaining and populate my test report with the actual results. And this will get updated with each run with the specific value to that specific run. For example, if I want to make it a little bit more user-friendly, instead of displaying just 0, which in FunTEST means pass, I can just use the simple spreadsheet formula that if this equals to 0, display pass, and if not, display fail. Then quotations and simple drag for the other steps. And now I can see how my test report will look like. This looks pretty good to me. And in order to export this after each run, what I will do, I'll go back to my test sequence. And at the end of the test sequence, I'll use the export command. And let's say that in this case, I want to have a PDF report in a PDF format that I can share after the test is done. So I will specify that I want a PDF. I want to export the sheet named report that we just created. I'm going to specify that I want to export everything up to cell G56 that covers all my test data. And finally, I want to specify the path where test report will be saved. So I will use the project directory. And I will name my report a report. And then I want to, each of the test reports have its own unique timestamp. So I will specify how I want to name my test file. So just bear with me here for a second. Camera so you can see it. Year, month, day, and then finally hour, minutes, and seconds. .pdf. And now if I execute this test step, in the project folder, I will have a test report, which is going to have the name convention that I just created. And if I open this, it looks as expected. So it includes all the information that I specified, including a serial number for traceability and any generic information, and then the test results specific to my test run. And to verify that everything works as expected, let's run our test sequence from the operator interface and verify that our sequences are getting, our test reports are getting created as expected. So in this case, serial number 056. And so the measurements, test is completed, and now we can go and verify that another test report was created. It's the same, but the time got updated, the serial number, and all the test results. So this is to show you that it's really easy to create custom test reports where you can generate them automatically after each test run. And now we will look into the other type of a test report, and that's when you want to create a one file that would include information from multiple test runs, so you can see how your test changes or if it changes over time. To do that, we will go back into our test file, and in this case, we will use the default tab named stat, where we can define what is going to be appended to a statistic test file after each run is completed. Here are some values that are getting saved on default as a current date and time, station name, and the operator. And let's say we want to record some additional statistic from each run. Let's say we want to, our test is split into two sections, where first we are checking that none of our pins are shorted to the ground. And in the other one, we're verifying that the device powered up as expected. So let's say we want to record the results from these two steps. So we want to save the result of, let's call it a short test and power up test. And here we'll follow the same format where we can simply refer the cells from our test file or our test sequence, where in this case, we want to take the sum of all the test results. Just fix this, and then sum of all the results, and do the same thing for power up section of our test. Oh, and I forgot. Sum again. And let's say we want to again make it a little bit more readable. So we can say if this sum is equals to 0, display pass. And if it's fail, or if it's not 0, display fail. And the same thing we will do here. 0, display pass, otherwise. And for traceability purposes, we also want to take a note of the serial number of the test. And here we can simply go and refer to the test step when we ask the operator for the serial number and include it here. So we just defined what data we want to save from each test step and save these into a one localized file. And in order to trigger this action, we just need to add one test step in our test sequence, where we just call statrack. And if I now manually execute this, this step. Now I've created my first record into my statistics file. So now I can see there's a folder within my project called stat files. And here I can see my statistics file in a CSV format. And if we open it, it's in the format we just specify, and it has all the attributes. And then let's say to demonstrate how after each sequence, a new test record gets appended. If we close this and run our test sequence again, this time we will do serial number 078, run our test sequence, and let's say manually, just to demonstrate it, we will run it again. This time it's serial number 65. And we go back into our statistic file. Now we're going to see new records appended, where I can see them right now. So I can be building up any testing statistics I want, and then create valuable insight into if I have any anomalies or any trends in our testing, or if any product to product variance and stuff like that. So these are the two most basic ways to create test reporting and test management result in FunTEST. There's way more. You can also upload these directly to your SQL database if you have an existing system to link up with your other systems. If you want to learn more, visit our website and contact us through email to get started. Thanks. Bye.